live.
Do I?
We are live.
We are live?
We are live.
Are you sure?
It's starting.
Huh?
It's starting. I'm going to go on here and try to share us around. Hey, we are live. There she be. No comments yet. Good. No viewers either. Uh-oh. Everybody forgot about us.
Probably. Dang it.
Yeah, 5 viewers now. Nobody, they didn't forget.
Everybody didn't forget.
This thing. I hate this new way I have to do this now. It's terrible.
What is it?
This sharing thing is terrible.
Is it different?
Yes, it's a lot different. I can't just click on all of them like I did before. Hello, everyone. We are back. Finally.
Almost.
Well,
We're working on it.
we're attending. We're just trying to share this around real quick, and Shane's going to sing a solo for you here in a minute.
Probably not.
What? Come on.
Probably not.
You scared?
I'm scared. What's up, Rick?
Lake Gunnersville Bass Fishing. You'll be there next week.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see here. I got a whole bunch more of these to do, so you might want to talk to people because I have a trouble following everything here.
All right. I got to get this on here so I can see what I'm doing.
Why don't you look at the computer?
Because you've got the screen jacked up.
Do I? Well, you got to look at your face to talk.
Yeah. I like to see the comments of what's
Well, there's
going
the comments
on.
right there.
Golly, see, they want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to me.
Why they want to talk to me?
Because you're a celebrity now.
I'm not a celebrity. I'm a blind squirrel that found a nut.
You are a
One day.
celebrity. Celebrity now.
Smith Lake Bass Tournaments. We'll share it there. Why not? Queen City.
Live. We live.
We are.
All right. Episode 99. I thought you said it was 100.
I'm. Listen, it's been so long. We were already running behind, so
I know.
we had some pre-podcast technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
We might need to find a sponsor for this thing soon.
You think?
We're gonna have to.
We'll need some stuff. Don't
We need some stuff.
Yeah. Why am I? That's not what I want to see. Where is? Here we go.
There you go.
Here we go. All right. All right, y'all. We have kind of jacked around here long enough. We are back finally after a 3-week hiatus because I was out of town. David was out of town. Brandon is baseballing with his kids.
And
Brandon had a baby. We've had all kinds of things. Well, excuse me, Brandon didn't have a baby. Jessica had a baby.
Yeah.
Brandon just supervised, I think.
he held some hands and
Yeah, held some heads and said some prayers and all that good stuff.
oh yeah.
But we're glad to be back and appreciate everybody that's joining us. And I know y'all missed us.
I think there was a slight group of people that did miss us.
Yeah, but we got a lot to go over tonight. I guess we probably need to start with the 1v1 thing. For those of you guys that don't know or didn't see,
I lost.
David lost. So we'd like to congratulate Sean Ski on beating David.
Again, it was like a drop of water, though.
It don't matter.
I know.
He
I know.
beat you.
He did beat me.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So now I guess one of us is going to have to go challenge him wherever he decides.
I was hoping you'd take care of that.
I can. Don't matter.
Well, I mean, I know you're tied up next week. When do you get a break again?
Oh, man. I really don't know, to be honest with you. I hadn't sat down and looked at it. I think pretty much when I get back from Gunnersville, I want to say a 3-week break, and then I go to James River.
Yeah, because I don't think the next opens are for a little while, are
Yeah,
they?
they don't have anything for a little while. But
Rory Dover, you are correct. We are technical difficulties sometimes.
well, I'm telling you, we struggle sometimes. That's for sure. But so I guess do I need to go ahead and challenge Sean?
I mean, if you're feeling froggy,
Well, I mean, if you don't want to, I will.
I'll let you have. I'm still having boat issues. there's a lot to get caught up on from this past week, so I'll let you jump on that.
All right, then. Well, Sean, if you are watching, I am officially challenging you to the 1v1, wherever you'd like to go. It's up to you. Kind of got to finagle the dates around a little bit to, suit my schedule, unfortunately, which is all over the place. Yes, Rick, we will both be at Oneida for the Open.
Yes, I will be, won't I?
Yep, you will.
Hmm.
So, kind of looking forward to that. That should be fun. Hopefully we can figure out those crazy fish up there. I hadn't been on Oneida in a couple of years. So hopefully they still act the same way they did a few years ago, and we can have a good time, I hope. All right, so let's go ahead and get this over with.
Get what over with?
I'm tired of hearing it, man.
What?
Cause you're the celebrity now.
I'm not a celebrity.
Those of you that don't know, David finished second in the BASS Southern Divisional, won the North Carolina State team, and is on to the Nationals with a shot at going to the 2023 Bassmaster Classic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And guys, really, I mean, I'm giving David a hard time, but really and truly appreciate all the support for David and Rusty Hooks Live. You know, we're just a little old operation here that we just do this mess to have fun, and so far it's been a lot of fun. And hopefully David will get to go. You go to Pickwick, right?
I go to Pickwick.
Pickwick in November.
November, yeah.
So if anybody has any information on Pickwick in November, David could really use it right now. And you want to talk a little bit about your tournament? I mean, you might as well. That's what they're all here for.
Oh, yeah. No, the tournament, going into it, I had a feeling 12 and a half, 13 pounds a day was going to get you, in the top for sure.
Yeah.
That lake is weird. I'm just going to tell you, that lake is weird.
It's a different animal.
Well, so I did a little research. I'm not going to lie. David Williams finished well. He won an FLW the same week in 2018.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of information out there to be filtered through to kind of break down practice before you get there. So I looked at it, and his comment was it fishes a lot like the lakes back at home.
It does. It really does.
Well, it does, except for you just got to forget what depth is.
Right.
Yes, it does.
It's kind of weird with the boat setting in 60 foot of water.
I mean, you're skipping a jig under a dock that's 100 foot deep and you're catching fish. It's kind of weird. I'm not going to lie. It's not what I was necessarily comfortable with. Went into practice. Zach Leach practiced with me. We rode around, and I kind of broke the lake down into 3 sections. I had 3 days. Sunday afternoon we got there, and I went way up in one creek arm that I didn't really expect to utilize in a tournament, and found some fish. Left it alone. Went the next day, went into the area that I ended up fishing most of the tournament, and got 3 bites and saw the shad spawn, and I was like, you know what? I've seen enough. I'm getting out. I'm not going to go back in here. That's where I'm going to start. I made my mind up from, second day of practice what I was going to do as far as that goes. And then the third day was really just go out and goof around and see how many different ways I could get bit. Finesse, swim baits, even a crankbait. I tried it. I got a couple crankbait bites in practice, but it wasn't strong enough to even fool with. And you could go throw a Ned rig and catch keepers. So fast forward to the tournament. First day, blast off, got into the area I wanted to. It was me and one other person, and the other person was throwing a wacky worm, so I knew I was safe. Right then, I knew that was safe. I had the bulk of my weight by 9:15. I left out of there and told my co-anglers, like, look, you didn't interfere with the first half of the first couple hours of the day. I'm going to take you to a place that we can go catch multiple fish, just dragging a worm, shaky head Ned rig. And that's what we did. I ended up calling out 2 little spots with 2.25, 2.5 pound spots, and he caught a limit for 6 and some change.
No, that's pretty good.
And so, I went to weigh in. I mean, I was confident that I'd be in the top. I did not realize I would have a lead.
Pretty big lead.
I did not realize that. Day 2, went back to the same area, and as to be expected, word got out, and there was 5 or 6 other guys fishing a little 1,000-yard stretch in a creek, both sides of the creek. And so we just cherry-picked around. I got a limit, and I got out. I had found a secondary pattern throwing a buzzbait in drains, and was able to cull up 3 times in the afternoon the second day.
Let's talk about that just a little bit.
So
Little detail on the buzzbait and the drain thing.
So
I mean,
riding around Smith Lake, most of the bank, if you get next to the bank, you're still in 40 to 60 foot of water, which is, we don't have that here.
No, it's kind of weird.
It's very weird. All us night fishermen think, oh man, we ought to be able to crush them on buzzbait and wake bait. It doesn't necessarily work like that, but every little ways there'd be a little cut in the bank, and everything would funnel right into right there, and you could see that's where the water runs into the lake, and it would come up real shallow real fast, and then there'd be a little washout, like a little hole, and it wouldn't be much of a depth change.
No, you just got, well, let's back up here a second. Describe the bank itself. When you say a little washout and then the walls, what you gotta understand is these walls are 100 feet tall.
Yeah.
It's not like a 6 foot wall. It's just what it is. It's where Smith sits in the middle of a mountain, and what it is just when it rains and stuff up there, all the water has to go somewhere, and it goes in these little drains that he's talking about. Now go ahead. I'm sorry.
And so in practice, I had hosed a buzzbait into one and caught a fish, and it didn't really register to me until the second day of the tournament. When I did it multiple times, I was like, you know what? There's something more to this. And I found that's where largemouth live on that lake. Yeah, you can run all the way in the backs of the creeks and catch largemouth, but the main lake largemouth live in those drains. There's a lot of bluegill in those drains, and they just sit in there and aren't really messed with a whole lot. I mean, I didn't see anybody else in the tournament running that pattern on the main lake.
I've seen that pattern be very, very strong when it rains.
Oh, yeah.
When it rains, but now with no rain, I've never really seen it play.
Well, we had rain.
Okay.
We had rain the second day of practice in the evening into the third day of practice. It was out about 8 o'clock.
Gotcha.
So, whether that was enough to make it last into the tournament, I don't know. I just know that there were a lot of fish in those areas, and there were a lot of brim. I really think the brim played more. It was a food source for them.
Right.
And so second day I caught 11 pounds and still felt good. I mean, I felt like with the 18.9 I could par the course, 10, 11 pounds a day, and I'd be okay.
Right.
Left the second day with a still almost 4 pound lead. Went in the third day, and that's when the wheels came off the bus, so to speak. On the run in the morning, it was about 35 miles up to where I was fishing in Rock Creek. About 3/4 of the way into Rock Creek, I felt something go south on the prop. Boat started shuddering real bad, and I lost about 15 miles an hour. I fished my primary area with 6 other guys. It was not working. It was too pressured, so I tried to just fish my way back to the boat ramp because I couldn't just run. So I kind of limped my way back to the boat ramp hoping that I could get 5 bites fishing drains, and was only able to manage 3, and that's where it ended. I'm not gonna be disappointed about it.
Nah, you still going to nationals?
I'm going to nationals, and it is what it is. I know this. The boat's in pieces right now, putting it back together.
Now, when you go to nationals, do you take your boat or they provide a boat?
I don't know any of this because there was zero talk of it was, hey, here's a plaque, congratulations, and that was it.
See you in November?
Yeah, I mean, there's no direction. So we'll find out in the next coming weeks and go from there. Chris, there you go. You take yours.
Oh, well, you better get yours straightened out then, or you may have to borrow Chris's.
No, Chris did a heck of a job.
Yeah.
He
Chris was the most consistent guy on the team.
He really was.
He
And
was.
in the last day, we talked the night before, and he said, "I got nothing to lose. I'm going bigger, going home." And he did. I mean, he caught 13-7.
He caught a really good bag the last day.
And almost scared me out of the top spot. Could I have gone and thrown a shaky head? Yeah, sure. Was that what I wanted to go out doing? No. I was gonna die with the pony that brought me there, and that was the buzzbait. I mean, most of my better fish came on a buzzbait.
What kind of buzzbait was you throwing?
True South V Twin, the pearl white, or the
Just a regular V-twin,
Just
not the
not
toad,
a toad, no,
just a straight up buzzbait.
just a straight up buzzbait.
old school style.
Yep. Put a little. What did I have on the back of it? Oh, I had a 3.3 Kitech, because that's really all the swim minnow type baits I took with me. Just lack of preparation, I guess.
I mean, you'll have that on them big jobs.
So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown. Congratulations to Will for the win. He, the herring fish really played that last day. I saw it the second day, and call it lack of experience. I didn't fool with a swim bait on the main lake the third day. I think a lot of those guys caught fish on a mag draft or skinny dipper around piers.
Right.
And throughout practice, first day of the tournament, second day of the tournament, I couldn't get bit doing it. So I kind of just put it out of my wheelhouse.
It was no longer on the
It wasn't on the horizon.
on the menu.
No, but the second day I was fishing a drain, and as I was coming out, I saw a ball of herring around the front of a dock, and I looked, and
that's trouble.
2 docks down from it, I could see a 4-pounder sitting under the floats that I tried to fool with for an hour and a half. Could never get her to bite. She'd swim over to a wacky worm and then just swim away from it. And it's like, just bite.
Just eat it.
just one time.
Just eat it. You're killing me.
Pug, the National is at Pickwick
In November.
in November. So, like I said, I don't know what to expect. I would imagine a topwater bite, but
I would like to think so.
who knows?
Maybe it'll be another buzzbait deal.
That'd be nice. I will say this: I will not leave home without my V twins.
So you won't.
Listen, I got down there and had 2 in the boat. I mean, well, what can I say?
Oh.
Had plenty of toad frames, but I just couldn't get as many bites with it. Yes, sir. I have heard that. I get what you're saying. I've heard.
Oh, we should have got that crackhead to come on here tonight.
Did we drop out?
I don't think so.
I think we did. There we go. We're back. Yeah, we're back. Sorry, guys. Dropped out for a second.
Good day.
It's probably that Comporium internet.
Yep. All right, so we're back anyway.
We are.
All right. So, what else do we need to talk about? Are you done?
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate everybody that called, text, posted, commented. If I didn't
friend request.
if I didn't get back to any of you, I apologize, but do know that it's very much appreciated, and honestly, it was kind of expected. I did not realize how big of a deal this tournament was. You know, I kind of haphazardly did it just for the fun of it. Derek and Shane talked me into fishing the tournament here at Wiley, so I paid my dues to become a Bass Nation member, all the club stuff and everything, and you know, I got there and I'm like, everybody's making this out to be some big ordeal, and I'm just here fishing, you know. I didn't really set in until the drive home, and it was like,
That's perfect though, because you went with no pressure. You know, no pressure makes life a lot easier when you're not expecting to do. You know,
well, I had made the comment to Chuck Murray jokingly that I was going to go down there and win it. Well, the 18-9 the first day, he's like, "You weren't kidding, were you?" I'm like, "Dude, I did not know that was possible." I mean, I felt like I could do 12 pounds. Really.
what was the total winning weight?
38.3.
So just a little over 12 a day.
Yeah. And I think I rounded out 36.8. I mean, so one more fish and I'm home free, but
Yeah,
it wasn't my turn.
that's right.
And I'm okay.
And that's the way you got to look at it too.
I'm going to go fish Pickwick the same way I fished this tournament. I'm just going to go have fun.
Just like I said, man. You know, you done a heck of a job to get to where you're at, and just enjoy the ride. Just have a good time with it, and hopefully,
It might be a short ride.
well, it might be, but still, yeah. You know, you get to go to the Nationals, and you've only got to beat, what is it, 6 guys, I think?
No. Nationals is every state team sends one.
Yeah, but you've only got to beat the ones from your region, ain't that right? Or did they change it?
I don't know about that.
It used to be they sent.
North Carolina sends one and a co-angler. Every state sends one and a co-angler. I didn't realize. I mean, I thought it was.
So there's only one that goes to Classic, the winner.
I think so.
Okay, so well, it used to be where they had like the Southern Division, like the teams that were just there.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be the winner of that group to get to
Okay.
go. So I guess it's probably not like that anymore.
Like I said, I don't know. I heard top 3 of the whole tournament. Huh. So I figured I shoot for a top 3. Huh. They changed it.
They changed it. Okay, it's been a while for me, Chris.
Chuck Murray said you never made the Nationals.
I did not. I made the state team 4 times, but never made the Nationals.
What lakes did you fish when you did it?
I fished. What's the name of that lake down there in Georgia?
Sinclair?
West Point.
West Point?
I went to West Point. I went to Douglas. I went to. Gosh, I can't. I made the state team that year. They all went to Maine, and I didn't go. I went to another one too. I can't remember where it was at.
Maine.
Maine.
Where'd they fish in Maine?
You have to ask Chris Carnes that. I think he went. Chris has been several times.
Maine would have been interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole federation thing, you know, it is a really big deal. Don't let anybody discredit it. It's they say that's the absolute hardest way to get to the Classic. So I mean, hey,
Really?
yep. I mean, you think about all the people that are actually federation members that fish all year long to try to qualify for the state team.
Yeah.
Well, then you get to the state team, then you still got to beat
Yeah.
you know, you got to beat all the guys on your team.
Which, I mean, we had some tough sticks in the mix.
Sure. I mean, you don't get there by not being good at what you're doing. You can't get lucky that many times in a row.
No, you can't. You can't. I mean, no. Chris, he gave it a heck of a run, and I the last day I was frustrated though with the whole boat thing. That's frustrating to know that you're.
Well, the thing is, you just gonna have to start carrying a spare prop. You got to carry a prop wrench. There's 3 things that you absolutely must have in your boat when you travel. When you travel for a tournament, you have to have a spare prop.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a prop wrench.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have a spare trolling motor prop. And one thing that
I got one out of the three, and the other two were in the truck.
And one thing that I recommend a lot of guys that guys should do that I don't know how many of you actually do are these balancing nuts for your trolling motor. Does it balance your prop? Maybe. I don't know. But the one great thing it does do is you can take the thing on and off with your hand. You
Yes.
don't have to carry a wrench. You don't have to carry a socket. You don't have to carry a ratchet. None of that stuff. You can take it off with your hand, pop the old prop off, pop the new prop on, screw that nut back on, and keep digging. You know, it'll save you a lot of time.
Until you drop the pin in the lake.
Well, you don't drop the pin in the lake there.
and if you do, a flipping hook will work. You just take a pair of snips and snip a piece of a flipping hook. It will get you through a day.
Never tried that.
It works. Yeah, Jody. Norman's a good guy. There were a lot of. You get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Carson went to Maine. Okay.
Still, Maine. That'd been an interesting. No, Houston Mullinex. He.
Who won the co-side?
Keith Thompson.
Keith Thompson from here, from South
Yeah.
Fork.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. Like I said, I don't know. I know this. I'm gonna make at least one trip to Pickwick, maybe two if I can sneak it in, just to kind of go figure some stuff out to look at. And I won't turn down any phone calls from me.
You need to find out the rules on that. Make sure that you can get information.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig in it. Like I said, man, it's been a whirlwind getting back into town. I know it's only an hour time difference, but it all.
Dude, when you're not used to that hour time difference, you can be there for 2 weeks and still be. I was in Alabama for a week and Mississippi for a week, and was on that Central Time, and I'm still goofed up. I'm tired.
No, yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of the way it is when you're running all over the place. Feel like your hair's on fire, chasing your tail.
Yeah, well, and I will say, doing this, I learned a lot. Number one, there's information is out there. If you're willing to dig for it, you can find out about anything you want to know about a lake before you can go.
Especially if there's been a national event there.
For sure. I mean, there's video footage. They're almost as close to waypoints. If you're willing to watch all the coverage from a tournament, they show you where the guy's fishing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Especially Bass Live. Bass Live will drop waypoints where they're at.
Yeah. Fishing 3 days is a lot different than fishing a one-day tournament, too. Like I said, I had several different ways I could get bit. The last day, I was so mentally done. I mean, I was just tired. Physically tired, mentally spent. And I felt like my best shot for me, I couldn't slow down and finesse fish.
But see, I'm gonna tell you something. That right there, being able to slow down when things start going south, is when is. But I'm not saying any of this is negative.
No, I know.
That right there is where you see guys that consistently bring 5 fish to the scales.
Yep.
When they get in that situation the third day, it happened to me at Pickwick. You get in that third day and you've jacked them 2 days in a row and you're pumped up and all you want to do is, like, I kept a mag draft in my hand the third day at Pickwick. That was the wrong thing to do. But still yet, that's what I felt like I should do. And guys that you see constantly bring 5 fish to the scales, they are able to change gears. They can say, all right, I'm not getting bit on my buzz bait. I'm not getting bit on my mag draft. What do I got to do? Let me pick up my shaky head and go out here and catch me 5. And then I can go back to doing what I was doing.
Well, so for me, it wasn't. I couldn't physically, like, honest to goodness, could not slow down. Like, I tried. I threw a Ned rig. A Ned rig, you can catch fish. I'd throw a Ned rig. I'd hang it up. I'd break it off. I'd sit down and retie. Throw a Ned rig. Hang it up. Break. You know what? Enough of this. I need to just do what I've been doing and trust I can get 5 bites. The problem is when the bite starts at 12 and you go from 12 to 2 and you can only run 50 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and you can only cover half of the area that you need to, slowing down would have been the right call. Hindsight's 2020.
That's exactly right, Gene. That is 100% correct. The only thing he had to do in that tournament was pick up a wacky worm. But, you know, he stuck to his guns and he done what he felt like he needed to do. And like David said, he's happy with the outcome. Whatever happened, happened. And Christy came back and won the next Classic. So maybe we can get David in the Classic. That'd be cool.
I don't know.
You don't think that'd be cool?
I don't know that I'd fit in with that.
What do you mean you fit in? You don't have to fit in.
We'll see. I'll tell you this. I've made it this far. I'm going to give it 100% to get there.
That's right.
Win, lose, or draw.
You may never have this opportunity again in your life.
Probably not.
So, I mean, hey, don't take it lightly. Make the best of it. Go out there and lay it all on the line.
No, that's the plan. Like you said, not realizing how big of a deal it was helps.
Oh, absolutely.
But really just fishing to have fun more so than I've got to win.
Yep.
That there's a whole different mindset. Yes, Pug, top 3 or bust. and I mean, listen, I may go to Pickwick and 0.
Nah.
You never know.
Nah.
I did find a weird place. Like after the first day, it was just weird. Just being able to just fish and not even think about Bass Track. But just fishing.
I don't even enter Bass Track. If I don't have a Marshall, I don't mess with it.
The first day, when I had a limit, I put in there what I thought it weighed. Second day, when I had a limit, I put in there what I thought it weighed.
What do you mean you put in what you weighed? You put in 14 pounds the first day.
Well, when I left, I thought I had about 14. I did not know that fish was going to go 6'8". Honest to goodness. Nobody zeros on Pickwick. Okay, Pug, I may catch one fish then. Sorry, Shane, I had to go there.
He'll be all right. We're not worried about him.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Yeah, you should be excited.
It'll be an experience. So why don't you break down, I mean, you've had 3 tournaments.
Have I had 3 tournaments?
You've been gone for 3 weeks. You were at the James River. You drove from James River home for 24 hours to Pickwick. And then you drove from Pickwick and...
From Pickwick to Ross Barnett.
Yeah. And then we drove home together just about.
That was a train wreck.
Well,
I'm just going to tell you, the last 2 hours, oof.
Yeah, I had a feeling when I got off the phone with you, it was going to be a long 2 hours for you.
The last 2 hours was rough. I don't remember a whole lot of it. I walked in the house at like 5 minutes after 3 in the morning. There
Well,
again, that hour, that hour gets you.
I bet you $20 you didn't make the same mistake I did in Atlanta.
No, I did not. I did not. I told you on the phone when we were talking, I said, get off on exit 57.
Yeah, well, I missed the 57 part. 25 miles later, exit 78, I got off
When
and
you,
turned
when
around.
you were almost in Augusta.
Yeah. Yeah, looking back on that, it might have been faster to just drive to Augusta and home.
Oh, gosh.
I probably could have talked Tap into driving the rest of the way for me.
I don't know. So what else we got?
Well, you break down your stuff.
Oh, gosh.
You were gone for 3 weeks.
My stuff has been the I can't put them in the boat show for about a month now. It started up there at Cherokee where I lost the winning fish. So then we go to Pickwick to James River for the first Northern Open. I get on the fish and the first day was a disaster. I had like 12 and a half pounds. I should have had 17 or 18. Second day, I should have had 20 and I had 13. I mean, we could go on forever about things that we lost and things that didn't work out, but I'm still a firm believer when it's your time, and when it's not, it's not. You know, it don't matter what you do, what you don't do, or what you can or can't do. It just kind of You just put your head down and keep grinding. So I think I wound up finishing 60 something up there. I left there. I drove home Friday night. I was home Friday night and Saturday. Left Sunday evening. Drove to Pickwick. Got there and got on the fish right off the rip. It was just my type of thing. Found the shad spawning, a little bit of dirty water. And it was actually doing the same thing I was doing at Cherokee. I was throwing a jig and chatterbait. And the first 2 days, or the first day actually, I caught 14 something, but lost a couple fish that I had like 17. And the second day, I caught like 15 pounds on the chatterbait, and I actually text my wife in the middle of the tournament. I never do that. I text her when I got to like 13 pounds. I text her. I said, "Well, I got $10,000 swimming in a live well anyway," and I never do that. But I was pretty pumped, and wound up culling up a little more. Got out of the dirty water. Started throwing a mag draft around. I don't know if you guys have messed with the mag draft a whole lot. I know right now they're really hard to come by. If you can find some, you better buy them. If you don't want them, buy them, and I'll buy them from you. But I started throwing a mag draft on docks that were these fish were pulling up to spawn. And if it was the first 2 or 3 docks going in a pocket, had a little bit of wind on it, there was a bite on the mag draft on day 2. I figured that bite out about 12:30 in the day, and it was lights out. It was fun. And I culled up to almost 17 pounds. So going into day 3, I got 3 rods on the deck. I got a white chatterbait, a white fathead jig, and my mag draft. And I caught a 5.5 pounder right off the rip on the mag draft, and I was like, "This is gonna be a good day." Well, I got to looking, and the water had cleared a whole lot where I was fishing, so I ran on back in the creek and started catching short fish. I mean, I still caught 10 bass on day 3 and had 1 keeper. And here's where they really got me at. I caught one right before I came in. I measured it on my board, and it measured good. Well, they have a bump board at the Tackle Warehouse Pro Circuit. I put it on that board. It checked good. I flipped it over. It checked good. I put it in the bag, and I stood there and thought about it a minute. I pulled it out and measured it again. It checked good. So I go up to the tanks, right? Myself and John Canada were standing there talking, and they keep us in line for like 30 or 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
We're just standing there talking. I'm like, "Man, what's the deal here?" I mean, anyway, when I put my fish up there, the guy puts my 2 fish up there, and he measures the short one or the smaller one, and guess what? It came up short. It was a lot short. It wasn't even close. I don't know what happened. If the fish just stressed sitting there in the bag. Anyway, to make a long story short, it cost me that fish plus a pound. So I had my 5.5 pounder turned into a 4.5 pounder. So I only had 1 fish the last day, and I wound up finishing, I don't know, 30,
Listen, Zach,
37th, 38th, whatever.
Zach Leach had the exact same thing happen to him. Exact same thing at Smith.
It's crazy.
Second day of the tournament, he checked it. He said, they had to be 15 inches. He had 15 and 3/16. The fish was over 3/16 of an inch. Gets in line. He checked it again before he got in line. Goes through. Guy at the tank pulls it out. He's like, pulls it up, checks it, and every time he checked it, he'd shove it into the board tighter.
Yeah.
And it's like the fish is shrinking.
Right.
And he got docked. He would have made the 3rd day had that fish not have been short, and North Carolina would have won the team side of it.
No way.
100%.
Wow.
We only got beat by like a pound.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah. Zach Lamb. My favorite mag draft color is called whiteback shad. Everybody's got their own preference. I like that one. And probably there's another one called brownie that I like pretty good. But the whiteback shad seems to work a lot better when the shad are spawning. Like what's going on right now. The shad, they're spawning everywhere around here right now.
Yeah.
And I just like that one. A lot of guys throw the albino shad, which is
I just don't like that red hue
on what?
on the albino.
I don't either.
It's got
It
it's
looks
red.
weird.
Yeah.
It looks weird. But the whiteback shad for me is my favorite, and hopefully we'll get some around here pretty soon because I am running low.
I might know where there's $300 worth of them.
Oh yeah,
I might.
well, good. We need some.
Houston wants to know how you like the freestyle mag draft.
I personally do not throw the freestyle mag draft. I probably should, and I don't think there's a lot of difference in them. I really, really like the idea of the treble hook being there versus a regular hook, because when you rig that freestyle, you have to use, and what little bit I've seen about it, most guys throw a 8/0 owner beast hook with like a 1/4 ounce or something like that in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like your hookup ratio is a lot better with that exposed treble than versus just a regular beast hook.
I wonder if you can actually, and I've been meaning to play with it. I wonder if you could rig it inline.
I'm sure you could.
You know, take a rivet and a nail weight or something and rig it inline.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
I don't know how much time and how much headache it would be to try to do that.
Maybe we ought to try that on show one night.
Well, okay. There you go.
It can't be that hard.
I mean,
There's all kinds of hacks and.
well, the biggest thing is we can try it on the show, but I want to do it for the show to make sure it runs right before I show somebody what to do and they get out there and the thing's laying on its side, swimming in circles.
Yeah.
But Sean Ski, you got challenged. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah. Have you been on here?
He commented a few minutes ago.
I see his name up there.
I gotta get a water.
Get you one sec. So anyway, we leave Pickwick with a little bit of money in our pocket and go to Ross Barnett for the first Central Open, and my woes continued there. I lose enough fish to make the top 20 and wind up, I don't know, about 90th or something like that. We're just gonna make that one short because I really don't want to relive it again.
That's student council posters.
Oh my gosh.
My kid's trying. He's signed up to be on a safety patrol.
Safety patrol?
Yeah. Yeah.
What the heck is that?
Where they help the kids get out of the cars in the morning, and I'm thinking to myself, that might not be.
Oh god, yeah, we got to talk
Jason
about that.
Wilson. Yeah, he did have a
We
good.
should have called him, got him down here tonight. Yeah, big congratulations to Jason Wilson. You guys that know Jason, works at the Great Outdoors. He's been there since Moby Dick was a minnow. The only fault Jay has is he's a Cowboys fan.
Is he a Cowboys
He
fan?
is, and I'm still toting around. I'm gonna show y'all what I got from him.
Oh no.
I'm gonna show you what I got from him.
Oh no.
Yeah. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that?
Oh,
I got
boy.
that from Jason Wilson last year. We had us a little bet. I bet him that the Cowboys would not win a playoff game. Guess what? They did.
They didn't.
But anyway, congratulations to Jay. Jay finished tied for second in the NPFL down at Hartwell, and he slapped Pug around again. He's 2 for 2 on slapping Pug around.
You know, Pug, what happened, buddy? I mean, Pug went. He did some homework. I mean, he put some time into that tournament.
You know, I aggravate Pug and give him a hard time, but he does a lot of work. He and Jay both have been at Watts Bar all week, practicing for the next one.
Really?
Yep.
Well, the next one's at Watts Bar.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be lots and lots of fun.
Yeah. There you go, Sean Skis. You got his attention.
Sean, I am your challenger, and we are going wherever you would like to go. Jay's fish way more than mine.
Well, obviously.
We're going to see if I can't try to get Jay down here.
Get him down. Yeah, well,
I won't be here next week, but
He
when I
can-
get back,
he can come anyway. I'll grill him.
nah.
I'd like to know if the old, if it was herring spawn or shad spawn.
I don't think it was
Or-
either one. I think it was bass spawn.
Oh, you think he caught him like
I
that?
think it was bass spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know talking to a couple of the guys, the herring deal is like firing off fast.
Yeah. I'm going to Murray this weekend, fish BFL, just for that reason.
Hmm.
Can't wait.
I will not be. I'm hoping I get a prop hub so that I can make sure my prop shaft isn't bent.
It don't matter if it is. It'll still run. Yeah, it'll be all right, as long as it ain't too bad out of round.
Well, I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm about tired of this boat thing. Anybody wants to help out a broke angler on a boat before November, I'm your guy.
I think we're all in that same boat.
I'm not overly picky. I just will not fish range or triton or nitro.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's free,
Oh,
they call whatever they want to. Don't matter to me.
that's true.
I've said that forever about sponsors. They paying. It'll be all right.
I'll make it work.
That's right.
That's it.
All right. Let's see. What else we got?
CBC on Wiley.
Yeah, that's all you. 'Cause
I don't-
I don't know anything about it.
Todd Gardner won.
Todd Garner.
Todd Gardner won, and I sucked. I'm just telling you, I sucked.
Jimbo Ball, good luck getting a boat.
Listen, man,
Jimbo's still trying to get his boat.
I thought he got all that worked out.
Yeah, but I don't think he has a boat yet.
Oh, my word. Well, I heard another horror story about a boat. I'm not good.
Whose?
I'm not going to say names. I just know a buddy of mine's got a Triton, and it's been a lemon. It's a year old.
Oh God,
It's a year old, and it's been in the shop more than it's been on the water.
that sounds like Jimbo's boat.
It's,
I initially thought Jimbo's boat was just messed up from him letting Kyle use it all the time. But now I'm beginning to think that it's really the boat.
I don't know. I know this. They're proud of them these days.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Thing about it is, they are not getting any cheaper.
Hey, Sean, listen. You had a good day, buddy. It didn't my Smith Lake thing didn't overshadow that. It just happened
You
to.
need to get him up here like next week while I'm gone.
All right, I'll get him
Sean,
up
can
here.
you come up here next Monday? I won't be here, but David and hopefully Brandon will.
I don't know if Brandon's in or not. I have to talk to Brandon.
I said hopefully.
Sean, if worst case scenario, you and I can do the podcast together. We can't
Yeah.
screw it up too bad.
That's right. It's real easy. There you go. Pug said they got a Baller CX21 at the Great Outdoors.
I know. I just don't want a 21-foot boat.
What about our boys that's up there at Chick? They're
Who's
all
Chick?
up there at Chickamauga for the Toyota Series. Who's up there? Hamrick's up there.
Is he?
Hamrick.
I hadn't heard.
Robert Fowler won the Cat Championship
He
out
did.
here.
Yes, he did.
Saturday.
Yeah,
I don't know what he weighed.
16. He had 16 and some change.
I know he just he was sending me snaps about every 30 minutes out there Saturday.
Listen, Derek Lilly and I drove back, and we had the intentions of fishing until, I don't know, it was about 10:30 on the drive back. I told him, like, dude, it ain't happening.
What are you
Like,
talking about?
coming out here fishing, driving back
Oh.
and fishing the cat, I wasn't feeling it. Gene, did you get a 20 or 21? I thought Gene got a 20. Um, like I said, I don't know what to do about a boat. I'd like to get one, but man, I'm not willing to pay the prices they want. You got a 21. All right. You got to come see me anyway. We need to have a conversation. I'll call you either later this evening or tomorrow. I wonder if the 21s are any faster this year.
I don't know. I just think the one Todd has, it's just not set up right.
I was thinking prop
I think the motor's too low or something.
Prop and a jack plate to get it right.
Yeah. Gene, what's your boat? What's your 21 running speed wise?
Gene's always had fairly fast boats. No, Todd Gardner had 16 in the CBC here at Wiley. I think Fireball and Tony finished second.
That's somebody that's been really, really consistent now for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Fireball. He's a player in just about every one of those CBCs anymore.
He's got him a little thing figured out, I think.
Yeah, he does.
And honestly, I think he uses the KISS method a lot more than we give it credit for. No, I'm sorry, Michael Carson, you finished second. That's right. Michael Carson, Eddie Smith. I'm sorry. Fireball must have been third.
Either way, congratulations, Michael.
Yeah, Michael Carson, Eddie Smith had
got him a little of that Skeeter money.
They had a jam up day. It was close between him and Todd.
Well, I'm sure it was close.
I don't know. I know this. I was gone for a week, and I'll put that tournament to bed.
Try being gone for 3 weeks.
I'll put that tournament to bed the minute I pulled out of the boat ramp.
You come home, and your wife and kid look at you like, "Who are you?"
Yeah. My wife and kids were all about it last week. They'd call me every night, my kids, talking about it. Shad spawn didn't happen in CBC.
I don't know anything about that.
I mean, it was happening. It just wasn't everywhere, widespread.
I think it's kind of the way it's been everywhere. It's not really been wide open yet. It's just a little bit here and a little bit there, and I don't know. All I know is this. I hope the herring are spawning a lot at Lake Murray this weekend.
Gene, I told you it was going to be about a week and a half, 2 weeks too early.
All be good times.
No, Murray should be fun this weekend. What's your prediction on the win?
I don't have a clue. It all revolves around the herring bite. It should be a lot of fun, though. I know that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go have fun anyway.
You going down practice?
Oh, yeah. I'm leaving Wednesday after we get done working.
Oh.
Yeah, he gone. I'm going to go have some fun. That's one of those trips where I look forward to every year, where I'm going to go. If I win, great. If I don't win, I don't care.
You're just going to have fun.
I'm going to go have some fun.
Yeah.
Talk junk and just enjoy myself.
So there's no chance of conning you into going to bed on Thursday?
Absolutely not. Absolutely zero chance.
Fair enough. I don't blame you.
And going to Murray. Can't wait. All right, what else we got? Anything? We about got her.
I mean, nothing for me.
I don't know what the MLF did today. I haven't looked at it.
No, they're at
Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh.
When's our next thing for the elites with the
fantasy
fishing? Yeah.
When's the next elites tournament?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Dude, I've been disconnected. I have no idea. Hang on a second. I'll try to tell you.
I seen that, Thomas. There was a lot of big fish weighed in down there this weekend. I think it took one just a little over 8 pounds to win the boat But I've seen a lot of 4 to 6 pounders.
Where was this at, Murray?
Murray, which is typical for Lake Murray. It's got them like that. That place is really, really overshadowed by Santee. So I hope everybody just keeps on going to Santee and leaves Murray alone.
Let's see. The next Elite Series events, May 19th through 22nd at Lake Fork.
Lake Fork. All right. So you guys be getting your teams ready for fantasy fishing. I don't know who's leading our thing. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Or maybe I've had a chance to look at it and just hadn't looked at it.
No, I'll tell you what. Being on the road, I don't envy that after this past week. I couldn't imagine doing it for 3 weeks in a row. How do you pack? Break down how you pack for 3 different bodies of water, 3 different types of fishing.
I have a lot of crap in my truck.
I was going to say.
Fortunately for me, I kind of do a lot of the same things wherever I go. And right now you can do that because everything's kind of fishing,
Yeah.
very similar right now.
Yeah.
The hardest part is packing all the clothes. Because I got a suitcase that's got some stuff in it and 2 big duffel bags that have got. I got 1 big duffel bag that has nothing but winter clothes in it. All my hoodies and long johns and
Just in case.
thick socks and stuff like that for just in case. You go somewhere and guess what? Hey, it's going to be 35 degrees. Well, how many times has that happened this year? Every time I've left.
Well, listen, 41 degrees
Yeah.
at Smith
Yeah.
the second morning of the
That's
tournament.
right.
I mean,
Exactly.
It was chilly.
So, you just have to carry all that crap wherever you go. I carry those 3 bags, a sleeping bag,
A box fan.
and a box fan. That is an absolute must.
Yeah.
So,
Well, all right, guys. I think we're winding it down for the evening.
yeah, we're about to run out of gas here.
You got any useful thoughts, tips before we?
I'm all out of useful. Now, if you want useless, I could probably help you out.
No, I mean, 75 at Sunset Beach today. I bet he still didn't catch a fish. All right, guys. We're going to sign this thing out tonight. Rusty Hooks Live. Where our hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp. Come by the shop. Shane and I will be here the next 2 days for sure. Say hey. We've got a few things in, but not a whole lot since I've been gone. We're going to get caught back up this week and hopefully be ready for the next upcoming tournaments.
Got a lot to do.
Oh, yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next Monday.